Okay, I'm back. I don't know what happened. Something broke the computer. So it kind of curtails there suddenly. Sorry about that. Okay, so what I was saying is that it might be possible and for ease of use to have a link within the same article to and from the endnote and the bibliography. And what I mean by that is this specifically. So um, you've got the quote unquote footnotes that don't really behave in the same way because there's not actual pages. And if you want to reference this particular footnote, or this is probably a better analog for the way it was, if you want to reference footnote 2, you have to scroll all the way down and find that that was by James Kalb, and then you got to go all the way back up and find out where that was. Not the easiest of experiences, particularly if you're on an iPad or a mobile device, because that's a lot of finger scrolling that is, well, yeah, just a general pain in the ass. So, what I did was coded it so that this is now a little anchor tag. So you click on this, and it takes you right down to Gwen Jones. And then if you want to find out maybe where this was, if you were just skimming the bibliography, or you want to go back to your place, you click on that, and it takes you right back there and aligns with the top of the page. The problem with this is it gets a little intense in terms of citations. It's not terrible, but it is a little labor intensive, and I will show you what I mean. Unfortunately, there's not a good way to do this just through like highlighting and clicking in the visual editor. It takes a bit of code. So if somebody is familiar with that, all the better. Let me take you through what I mean. And it's going to be a little clunky because I just figured out exactly how to do this. So my knowledge of the syntax is a little rough. I might have to refer to some other pages, so bear with me. So we're back in the editor, and for this we'll need to be in the text side of things, and you can see what I did was kind of complicated. This is the footnote as it appears. There's a couple of things going on. One is that we named it. So this is named reference 1, ref 1. And then this is the actual link to the um, bibliography. And it is hashtag Biblio3. And I'll show you down here. This has been named Biblio3, and you can see right here it's referencing hashtag ref1, which is what we named it up there. So in order to do this, the first thing we're going to need to do is name this Biblio accordingly. So let's find number 2, if I can. Oh, there we go. Okay. So first we're going to name this. I'm going to give it an anchor tag, a name, and we're going to call this, Biblio 4. We're going to close that tag, and then we're going to close the anchor. And so that is named this one, James Kalb's bibliographic reference, Biblio 4. And then what we're going to have to do is go up to, and I'm just going to copy this really quick to the second reference. I don't know why it redundantly gave this to superscripts, but what I'm going to do is paste it and change it to Biblio 4. And then we need to close that tag again. And I'll show you what that just did, just so you have an idea. So I just updated it. Go back into Firefox. And you can see all of a sudden this is now a link and it will take you to James Calb. However, that's only half of the puzzle. So we need to go back. We need to name this spot, which is what I did here. And you can simply copy and paste. I'm going to paste it in there, name it reference 2, of course. Because it is the second reference, we'll go back down here, and just like we did here, I'm going to click reference 2, and then I still need to close that tag. I'm going to update this, go back over to Firefox. And I did something wrong because it's no longer, or it's not a clickable link. So I need to figure out what that is. Perhaps it just didn't update properly. In fact, that was it. So it just wasn't updating. So now when I click it, it takes you to and fro. As you can see, it's not terrible, but obviously it's not expedient either. I can think on ways maybe to do this kind of on a global level, but none are coming to mind quite yet. It is a lot of copy and pasting, but it isn't particularly labor intensive, I suppose, or I mean rather it is. But you know, I'll leave that up to you guys on how you want to handle it if it's something that's worth doing for every article. But yeah, that's how you do it if you wanted to do it.